Welcome back to the channel, ladies. So, this has been an ongoing discussion. In today's podcast, we're going to talk about South African artist Tyla, who is currently known for her hit song, Water. There is a huge debate about Tyla's racial classification. In South Africa, her race is colored, but in America, she is considered black. Naturally, South Africans, especially colored South Africans, are totally against Tyla being labeled as black, and Black Americans are totally against using the word colored. I think the solution is to call her mixed race in America, because asking us to resurrect the racial slur colored is not something that we are willing to do. Here's a brief history of the term in America for the South Africans who do not appear to understand why the word is problematic. The term colored originated in the early 1800s and was widely used to refer to Black Americans during segregation. Although also used more broadly to refer to non-white races, it was most commonly used to label facilities, schools, transportation, and other public spaces that were designated for Black Americans during the Jim Crow era. South Africans also experienced this under apartheid. The use of colored carries this legacy of racial segregation and discrimination. It perpetuates the idea that Black people deserve separate and unequal treatment. It also generalizes a number of diverse identities and cultures into one group defined primarily by not being white. This sets up whiteness as the default norm, while colored is painted as a deviation from that norm. Black Americans who were labeled colored had to endure lower quality facilities and services, limits on their civil liberties, threats to personal safety, and other impacts of systemic racism justified by this terminology. Although the terminology shifted to favor terms like Black or African American after the Civil Rights Movement, the word colored is still perceived by many as antiquated or even offensive. It harkens back to America's racist division of Black people from equal rights or opportunities in society that the Civil Rights Movement aimed to overcome. So in summary, the term colored in the U.S. context is seen by many now as an outdated, insensitive, or harmful way to refer to Black Americans because of its entrenchment in the country's history of racism and segregation. So we will not be bringing the word back. Again, my solution is that we should call her mixed race. In America, she should refer to herself as mixed race. It's not that we are denying her the right to claim her race. We just refuse to resurrect a word that is a racial slur in our country. For those of you who may bring up Black Americans' use of the N-word, please keep in mind that not all Black Americans use the word. Many Black Americans still view the term as deeply racist and offensive in any context, while others recognize complex debates remain around the extent to which such reclamation diminishes or amplifies historic harms. It's primarily used by what I like to refer to as the hood class of Black American society. Just like colored, the N-word should also be banned. I personally believe that Tyla is extremely talented, but I do question why a non-Black woman is being marketed to the Black American community as a Black woman. Why is she being marketed with darker skin and braids to Black Americans when she is not a Black woman? That's a question that many Black Americans have. There are dozens of Black American women who deserve our support. We're being used to boost the career of someone who is not a member of our ethnic group, while also being berated by South Africans who don't understand our history or how the entertainment industry works in this country. I believe they have fallen for the propaganda. They believe Black Americans are powerless in this country. Well, if we were powerless, they would not be marketing her to our community. They know that we have the ability to make or break her career, and they're depending on us to boost her career so they can slowly bring in more foreign artists who will replace Black American artists in a country where Black Americans have fought for centuries to have a seat at the table. Will we share our seat at the table with people who are not members of our ethnic group? Will we boost their careers so they can replace us in a space that we shed blood, sweat, and tears to secure? Come back a year from now and comment on this video and let me know. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself.